Blaze has kept the Parchment of Power safe so far, but he won't withstand a full-on assault from Lilith on his own.
He will not be on his own much longer. The Parchment will stay safe.
Good. And while you're there, see if you can talk some sense into him.
Inside, you can go straight to hell. Oh, she's dead. Oh, crap. That's just cheating.
Surrender the page, Blaze.
Nice meat suit, lady.
Surrender, or be destroyed.
They dug up Junior, too.
Child.
Struck a nerve, huh? Then you're gonna love this. Heard you were dead, Johnny. That was the idea. I'd ask what you were doing here, but I just pumped a few rounds in his chest.
The legendary Johnny Blaze. I have heard much
Hear that? This is your fault. Play with Mama all you want. I've got people to save. Mama.
Long story.
We'll just have to hope Blaze can handle the escape on his own. You've got a big problem of your own to deal with. They call that consent. The altars she's summoning are going to make things a lot harder unless you destroy them too.
Take out the big lady and her rock collection. Got it.
They've chosen their fate.
And just because Lilith decided to talk through this one, don't feel the need to show it any mercy.
That'll work. Accept your fate. You bring judgment upon yourself.
Now for something real special. Should do the trick.
Let us take them down together!
Told you it would work out.
Hell has chosen you. Judgment comes. My strength grows further.
Fresh meat coming in.
None can escape.
Not lost focus yet.
Destroying those altars may be the fastest way to bring her down.
Assuming we can get past that guardian.
Not my first rock monster rodeo. Nothing to worry about.
Some for the residents.
Kiss it goodbye.
I suppose it's something.
You attached to that face?
My children are coming for you. I will not be defied.
Any altars you don't destroy, she'll attempt to turn into monuments, shrines to Lilith, that manipulate the battlefield.
I never knew my mother was so vain.
I assume that comes with the territory when you have a cult following to maintain.
Dibs on the ugly.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Bring about their end.
You should try that more often.
turn now. Now it's my turn. Night, night. I'd say you got lucky, bub.
Lilith won't be happy to see her favorite ones fall so easily.
You cannot resist, child. The prophecy will be fulfilled.
Maybe so. But not today.
Let's hope not.
Not so tough without that little pop gun of yours. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Not as much as me. Somehow, you get uglier every time I see you.
And you get smaller. Grunt.
Stop fussing over me, you idiots.
After them.
No escape this time, Creed.
I was gonna say the same thing to you. All of you.
Looks like a Serene. Too bad she couldn't do something about that face.
You're full of jokes now. But let's see how funny it is when I spill your guts.
Already killed you once, scumbag. Ain't gonna be a problem doing it again. Looking good for
I am impressed.
you. Nothing at me now. Worked before. Not gonna work this time.
You were too weak for this fight.
This will be your end.
Not bad, bud.
The light will carry you onward.
No complaints here.
All will be judged.
their plans.
You're gonna pay for what you've done here. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Small man talks a big game. Only the innocent are spared. Pain is temporary. Not enough.
This shall be of great help.
My name.
You were never strong enough to face me.
Prepare yourself. No time to repent. It was your time.
I've not lost interest.
You should have seen their faces. Family night at the carnival. I could almost taste their fear right before they bought it.
He'd be doing me. Shut him up. Permanently, if possible.
You heard the lady.
Consider it done.
Gotta admit, the kid's pretty good.
If I can't heal up, she'll do it for me.
So much for that.
He's down, but not out yet.
I will not fall for the same ruse twice.
Thought as much.
You're welcome.
Enough of this.
Easy, kid. These were his people.
We did what we could, Blaze.
That's what folks with bloody hands always say.
If we do not stop the Midnight Sun, the entire world will get far bloodier.
Not my problem anymore. Forget the damn prophecy. I know I sure as hell am.
Aren't you gonna follow him?
Nah, he may not have been listening. But I am. Keep talking, kid.
happened at that carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets...
Oh, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the parchment of power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other, now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation.
This is grade A bull. I wish I could have helped today, Hunter.
I can see you are still upset, Ileana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects all of us to just go along and make nice. But it never works out that way. You would think she would have learned by now, but I guess not. She should trust us more.
Wait. Are you telling me you actually have feelings? And Caretaker hurt them? I do not believe it.
I have feelings. Just not the warm and fuzzy kind. Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze for safekeeping. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet, no matter what Robbie says. Now all that stands between this realm and Cathan is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him was a mistake.
Consider Caretaker and Stark know something we do not about Blaze.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
The Parchment of Power is known to have corrupting effects on its keeper. It twists his or her soul. And, well...
Okay, I get it. Blaze is already a bit twisted, so the parchment cannot twist him that much further.
Exactly. It probably will not affect him as much as it would one of us.
Blaze has the parchment, and I cannot change that. Let's just hope he can hold on to it. Is Steve Rogers everyone's ideal dad? I see it.
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
That looks good. Very nice. I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it?
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
From what I have seen, he should not be much trouble for you.
I've been tracking and fighting him for decades. If he was easy to handle, trust me, I would have put him away for good ages ago. This last time, though, he's gotten even more deadly.
Then I hope you can rise to the challenge. Does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
You talk like that, now you have to tell me some stories.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I've been all over the planet. And a few other planets besides.
Other planets?
Yeah. We're not alone in the universe, you know. There's the Kree, there's Skrulls, there's the Brood. Most aliens you're better off avoiding, but there's a few good ones out there. I'll tell you though, after a while, all you really care about is a nice soft bed. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
What do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the Parchment of Power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts.
How long have you known Sabretooth? Seems like you two have a history.
His real name's Victor Creed, and you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda.
They say familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah, well, they get things dead on sometimes. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination.
You seem like a nomad, but surely you have a place you call home.
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had.
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City. A private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. It's a lot like your Abbey here. Except Charles has a baseball field.
Baseball?
Yeah. If you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime.
You seem to know everyone. I assume you know the Midnight Suns as well.
I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name.
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves. And she grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.
Hunter, you there? I'm in the library. It's super important you meet me here ASAP.
You really seem to know yourself.
That's good for the old ego.
I wish I had a skeleton as unbreakable as yours.
Not sure what you're getting at, Hunter.
Blaze has the parchment. We must find him again, before Lilith does.
I saw a listing for a 4-story walk-up, Upper West Side. Maybe your new sanctum?
Tony, I can't think about that now. The sanctum wasn't just a home. Did Sarah ever tell you how we first met?
Let me guess. A friendly conversation in a library.
Eventually. But first, we faced each other in the Abbey grounds, prepared to do battle.
Sarah does not pull her punches. It is a wonder you are standing here.
Give me some credit. I'm the Sorcerer Supreme, not a dime store thaumaturge. You see, I'd stumbled upon the Abbey despite its many wards. The stink of the Darkhold drew me to your resting place. As I attempted to locate that vile tome, Sarah nearly took my head off with magic as old as the world. She thought me a sorcerous scavenger come to exhume you.
Her opening strikes are rarely evaded. I'm glad her first salvo missed.
As am I. You are both wonderful company. I would hate to have missed out on it on account of death.
So how did your face-off end?
Agatha arrived, asked why we were standing with arms outstretched like fashionable zombies, and invited me in for tea.
This I can imagine.
One arched eyebrow ended a sorcerer's duel. For all my mystical metal, Agatha was at times the strongest of us all. A joy to spend time with you, Hunter. Perhaps next time you can show me some of the places Caretaker prefers to keep private. Like the secret library in the Belfry.
They're accusing me of keeping secrets, as if that's the biggest problem we have right now. I don't know, maybe the demonic green sky over New York was too subtle for them to notice?
I think they noticed.
Well, it wasn't intentional. We were supposed to win in New York. We weren't supposed to lose the Sanctum, or Avengers Tower. Or Banner. I mean, call me crazy, but would sitting everyone down and telling them all about Blaze and the parchment really have made a difference?
I understand why you did it. The fewer people who know about the parchment, the better.
That's exactly right. When everyone operates on a need-to-know basis, they can focus.
Is that how you are able to focus?
Well, no, I need to know everything. Things are spiraling out of control, and right now, I just need to figure out what to do about this prophecy.
You really think you can stop the Darkhold's prophecy by working in here?
Well, I'm kinda known for making the impossible possible. Give me a couple hours and a decent lunch, maybe an Italian hoagie, and I can fix anything. Trust me.
If you want to stop the prophecy over lunch, I think you will need a bigger lunch.
Well, I need to be careful not to eat too much, especially carbs. I just blow up and, blow up. Huh. Please excuse me, I need to jot down some ideas.
Are you making prophecies of your own?
Shoo, go, genius at work. Gotta get a sign.
Hunter, hello.
What are you reading, Nico?
A limited edition print of the Book of Thoth.
The Book of Thoth? Where did you find a book of such rarity?
I didn't. Someone just left it out. Weird, too, because I was looking for a book on chaos magic so I could understand Wanda's grimoire a little better. I didn't think I was gonna find any, since Caretaker probably hid or burned every single text on the topic. But, poof, here this was, waiting for me.
Film, music, literature. Your pursuit of culture and knowledge is commendable. Not even Caretaker has made as good a use out of this library as you have.
Well, she doesn't exactly have a healthy relationship with knowledge, as she thinks it's the source of all evil.
Like the serpent in the garden.
Right. If only she knew books don't bite. Well, not all of them. I have it on pretty good authority. The Sumerian Book of the Dead will take a chunk out of you if you try to earmark one of its pages.
Find anything helpful in it?
I did. There's a historical account of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who was struck by a dark madness after reading a page from an old book called The Scrolls of Chthon.
Wait, that is another name for the...
Darkhold, I know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first case of corruption in recorded history.
Was this pharaoh's corruption ever purified?
Hold up, I haven't gotten to that part of the story. So the legend goes that nothing could cure the pharaoh until this traveling lightworker came along, laid his hands upon the pharaoh, and recited an incantation. The pharaoh came back to his senses and returned to his good old classical Egyptian disembodied self.
Sounds like the best possible outcome was reached for everyone involved.
Well, not for everyone. So like, when the lightworker recited the incantation, he absorbed all the pharaoh's corruption into his own body and, died.
He did not survive?
No. But the lines of the incantation he used are scattered throughout this book. I'm gonna have magic help me transcribe them and see if we can use them to cure Wanda.
Let me get this straight. You and Magic plan on piecing together a 100,000-year-old incantation that worked once and killed the person who said it?
Yes?
It is unlikely that the historical account of the incantation is accurate.
Well, I've gotta try something. It's not like anyone else has any other bright ideas. Well, I'm gonna find Magic, see if we can make a dent in this transcription. I'll give you a shout when we do. Until then, not a word about this to anyone.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
Glad to see Nico found the book I left out for years. Took me a while to dig that one up.
I almost sent my astral form to cover more ground.
That means you were trying to ghost me?
I caution against speaking in modern vernacular as it rapidly evaporates from the pool of youthful lexicon. Then Magic will say you are uncool. Ah, yes. Our last conversation afforded me valuable insight into my current state of being. Your continued confidence and honesty with me have rekindled some of my own belief in myself.
The Sorcerer Supreme is a role only one mortal in a generation can hold.
Fancy titles impress the illusion of rank upon the world, but that's all it is. A name for one who understands much, and yet so little at the same time. I am merely a man with a very useful set of skills who worked to fill a niche.
I will light a beacon every step of the way.
The doubt never crossed my mind. You have my gratitude, Hunter.
Perhaps the Sorcerer Supreme could conjure me up an ice cream cone?
Due to Stark's contractual obligations, I can only offer Avengers-themed flavors. Nobody needs the caloric marvel that is Hulka Hulka burning love. A single scoop is a meal unto itself. Hunter, no matter what the outcome of our struggle is, you have not given up on me. That is a bond that carries beyond words and worlds.
That was a hell of a sparring session, Ileana. Haven't been this... Really got me back there.
It's one of the perks of being underestimated.
Have you ever considered joining S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Spy stuff? No thanks. I don't tiptoe. Besides, I heard Nick Fury isn't exactly known for his transparency.
Neither is Caretaker, evidently. I respect Sarah, but I'm disappointed she didn't think she could trust us. She should have more confidence in her team, especially you.
Huh. You're not as much of a boomer as I thought you'd be.
Boomer? Please. I was born in 1918. Ah, those kids still have a lot of growing up to do.
Ain't gonna go easy, bub. Nice match, kid.
No pain, no gain. Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here.
Hey, Hunter. This should be interesting. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech.
Farewell.
Don't worry. That much big ass. Oh. Time's wasting, Hunter. Think Dr. Strange knows Merlin? I'm still waiting for someone to take this sword.
Oh, morning, Blaze. Want to do some Spirit of Vengeance training in the yard? Oh man, I sound so lame. Freaking hopeless.
From what I understand about Blaze, he is not one for brotherhood.
Oh, hey! Didn't know I had an audience for my little self-pep talk. Just trying to hype myself up. If we're gonna be working with Blaze, and he starts hanging out at the Abbey, and we're driving across the desert together killing demons, I need to be cool. Seeing him in action made me realize how much I need to step up my game. I mean, he's the original Spirit of Vengeance, the real Ghost Rider. And I'm just Robbie Reyes from East LA. How the hell am I supposed to live up to that?
You do not want to follow in Blaze's footsteps. He does not seem like a role model for anyone.
Really? He's always seemed like the best to me.
I think the wisest thing to do would be to chart our own path.
Look at me. I'm standing here in the middle of this ancient abbey, surrounded by some of Earth's greatest heroes. And I still don't really feel like I belong. It's not like I got that special something you've got. I mean, look at you. You're not intimidated by anyone. How do you own that swagger?
I follow my moral compass and do what I believe is right, no matter what others say.
What if you don't have a moral compass? Or your moral compass is a demon that lives in your head and isn't just a talking cricket?
Then I suggest developing one of your own. Crickets are untrustworthy.
Well, thanks for the heart-to-heart, or demon-to-demon, or whatever. You've given me and Sparky a lot to digest. See you around, Hunter. Hellright's missing something. Like a dread made.
Thanks, Hunter. I'm here if you need me.
How is the search for Blaze going?
Nowhere. The dude has totally gone off-grid. I've scoured every rat hole on the planet a guy like that would be seen in. Monster truck shows, stunt cycling extravaganzas, motocross events, but Blaze is totally MIA. I'm telling you, Hunter, if I have to spend one more hour scanning digital maps for that hot Cheeto, even my super sight is gonna go all squiggly.
Perhaps there is a silver lining in his inability to be found.
There is? Because I'd sure love to hear it.
Think about it. If the great Captain Marvel cannot locate him, then Lilith does not stand a chance in hell of finding him either.
Good point. But I'd still like to find him. If not for securing the parchment and preventing your mother's gothy Armageddon, then just for the principle of it. I don't like to lose. Well, I'd love to continue with the chit-chatting, but I've got to get back to the most boring manhunt in history.
Do let me know when you find him.
Don't worry. I'll be so freaking relieved and excited the whole Abbey will know. Come on, Blaze. Come out, wherever you are. You can't hide forever under whatever backwater rock you've crawled under. Not from me.
This isn't working.
The map table? Should I get Tony?
No, I mean Midnight Suns, Avengers, and now X-Men. The Abbey. None of it's working. And I have no one to blame but myself.
Self-pity? That is not you.
No self-pity. It's fact. 3 teams under the same roof, all fighting for different reasons. Nothing to bring us together. It's not too late to change that. If Agatha were here, she'd tell me... Oh, it doesn't matter. She isn't here.
You are right. You have to make a decision.
That settles it. I'm calling a meeting.
When?
Tonight. I'll spread the word. Find me after your mission. We can go there together.
All right.